I mean, come on, man. Ain't no way that we thought this was about to happen. There's no way that we thought that this was getting ready to happen. But since we're here now, let's talk about this trade. Luka, AD, who you think won, who you think is in a better place, and at the end of the day, would you have done any of that?
Yeah. So me being from Dallas, I'm a huge Luca fan for obvious reasons, just like everybody else is. His his skill on the offensive end is super ridiculous. But from a coaching perspective, being in the meetings, not in the Mavericks meetings, obviously, but having those moments where we're talking the big picture, I do understand it. Not saying that I agree with it, but I do understand it. I did some research. He has next this summer 5 year, 345 super max deal. And you guys can talk about it from your personal experience in the league, how that could possibly handicap getting other stars. Secondly, in 26, he has an opt out of any contract clause. So essentially, he could just bounce. And as you guys know, when a player have that much type of control, it kind of holds the coaching staff hostage. It holds the organization hostage. So I actually like the deal because Nico is being responsible for the Dallas Mavericks. Nico Harrison, the president. And so it's his job to set the team up to win not just one, not just two, but also in the future.
I thought it was a lie. I mean, somebody said to me last night, "I ain't no way, bro. That ain't gonna happen." Then all of a sudden, it just started piling up everywhere, man. They said Luca was out of shape. Say he was like 270 pounds.
Oh,
Um, I mean, he's hurt, but I mean, I think I think Dallas might have won on this. If you
Mm-hmm.
think about it, I mean, because you don't ever know how Luca and LeBron was going to fit together. They both need the ball in their hands. Um, Luca's not going to stand over there and stand in the corner. What I mean, and try to, and just, hopefully the ball comes to him. So, I think Dallas won the trade on that. I think, Anthony Davis having a really good year, and I just think Dallas won on this.
I agree with you with Dallas one on this because they got a first round draft pick and they got Anthony Davis, right? Have we not always been talking about Anthony Davis as one of these generational talents people talk about, one of the best players in the league? And you got to think about maybe 5, 6 years ago, maybe one of the top five players in the league when guys are talking about him, right? But how Luca got to feel he got to feel let down by Dallas Mavericks, right? Took your team to the finals last year. So I'm going to play devil's advocate with this one.
all right.
You took your team to the finals last year. You up for the Supermax. And they say, hey, we finna get rid of you. And now you ain't even up for that Supermax. So that's a business deal from Dallas. And it still is 3 years left on Anthony Davis' contract. So he still has his 3 years left, but they don't have to shell out all that money. They'll still have Kyrie, they'll still have Anthony Davis, and they still could kind of try to build around those two players. I think that that's the direction that this team is looking at. And on the Lakers side, if I want to play devil advocate because I feel like the Lakers lost this, maybe the Lakers were looking forward to because Luka is what, 25 years old, 26, somewhere around there.
Yep.
Maybe they're looking at it like LeBron's about to be out of here.
Yeah.
We need to have somebody here, right? We need to have somebody that is an actual guy that puts asses in the seats, that is a bona fide superstar, that has been credited for being a superstar, went to the NBA Finals, that some people could latch on to, right? And so when I look at it in that aspect, I think the Lakers are looking, trying to get ahead of it and saying LeBron might leave, whether it be free agency, whether it be just retiring, they have somebody that can replace him. And then they also have a team that understands how to play with a guy like LeBron, a ball dominant player. So I think the Lakers tried to get ahead of this. And I feel like, again, I really believe that when you look at it, that the Mavs won this trade.
I think everything both of you guys said, I agree with it. But the one thing that scares me is that from a GM perspective, is Luka has an opt out clause. Essentially, what that means is he can sign the contract and then opt out. And then the other, I mean, there's no guarantee that he will stay in LA in 26. So right now, every team, well, not every team, most teams are gearing up to give Luka a package to whereas we gonna win now, and you're the missing piece. And if the Lakers don't win these next couple of years, what keeps Luka from just walking out?
I'll tell you what keep Luka from walking out to be in the face of the LA Lakers. And that's totally different from being the face of the Dallas Mavericks, the Utah Jazz,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Memphis Grizzlies, the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, on and on and on. It's only really two big time franchises that you look at and say, if you are the face of those franchises, the New York Knicks, the Boston Celtics, and the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, look at the face of the franchise over in OKC. He ain't getting no love. Look at Jalen Williams balling out. He an all-star. A lot of people don't even know who he is because
yeah,
of just the marketing of where they're at. It depends on where you are and the position that you are in as a superstar player and where you can maximize not only and maximize and monetize, right? Maximize what you can do monetarily is the biggest stages anywhere.
yeah,
If
yeah,
he went to the Clippers, peep game. If he went to the Clippers, would he be bigger with the Clippers than he would be with the Lakers? No. He's
yeah,
going to be bigger with the Lakers because the Lakers are the Lakers.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Same
But I
thing
want
with
to ask
Dak
Mike this.
Prescott.
I want to ask Mike this. The reports are coming out that the agent and the player didn't know. You experienced something like that when you were in
Shit, both Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Yeah.
And so how is that possible? Like, is that normal?
I mean, I don't know if it's normal. That's the first time that David. It's the only time that's ever happened to David Falk. The two times with me, and so, I mean, it's just. I mean, I'm gonna say disrespectful, but I mean, it's a business, and that's the way that they look at it. In the sense, like when Carlos Boozer, told them, you remember when he did that in Utah, like, hey, yeah, do this,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll sign back. And as soon as they did that, he was gone. You know what I mean? So I mean, it happens both ways, but like, I mean, like you said, that's Nico's job to do. Like because some agents could stop stuff from happening. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
that's why the trades with me with David Falk, they didn't tell him because you could block trades. These agents could block trades. You know what I mean? And so I think that the reason why David didn't hear is because they would probably would have blocked going to Atlanta because we were looking to go somewhere else.
And so, Eddie, you mentioned something about AD like 5 years ago, arguably being the top five in the league. I think AD right now is the best two-way player in the game. Now, you match that up with Kyrie and Clay, and then other people, but he is arguably one of the top scorers for sure. But then defensively, like he's one of the top defenders. What's so funny?
I'm laughing because you know what? Hey, you finally coming over here. You just named three American players. That's why I'm laughing.
Say
You
man, we
said he the
locked
best
in.
two-way.
He has,
I'm never letting you live that shit down.
he
So
has. We
I'm just
locked
keeping
in
it
right now,
100 with
man.
you. I know, but I'm just saying, I just got to keep it 100. That shit had me laughing. You talking about with him, with
Say
Klay
say
Thompson, with him. You know what I
say
mean?
say.
The best two-way player is who?
The best two-way player, I
Is who?
believe, is Anthony Davis.
Okay. Yeah, no, he
Yeah,
is. He's balling out. Um, I mean, I agree. I think that they have something that they could build off of over there in Dallas with what they're putting together. And I think it's almost as the Lakers were desperate because they gave up a number one draft pick. To me, I felt like that could have been I mean, I know you got to make the numbers match and everything like that, but to give up a first round draft pick and you're basically trading two superstars for superstars, that makes me feel like the Lakers were desperate. Now, when I look at the Lakers, okay, and I'm gonna spin it off on this. I think AD is fantastic. I'm gonna spin it off on this. Now, when I look at the Lakers roster, you got two guys that are ball dominant, right? And Austin Reeves is not a catch and shoot guy. He gets in his bag
Yeah.
when he wants to.
Yeah.
Dalton
Yeah.
Connect is a catch and shoot guy. I'll give him that. But after that, it's what are they doing? What are they looking at? How are they gonna win the rebounding war? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I keep throwing my thumbs up
How they
and my
gonna
fans
protect the
keep throwing
paint?
this. How you gonna protect the rim? How
Yeah.
you gonna protect the paint? How are you gonna be able to do these things that you were doing to have yourself positioned where you're at right now? To me, like I say, I think Dallas got a whole lot better, and they're gonna have a lot more capital moving forward because they not have to sign.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
they're not
The
going to have to sign him
345.
for that big ass deal, even though the cap is going up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The cap has went up, so it doesn't matter. You could still have two guys making a lot of money. You're gonna have a lot of guys getting shortchanged. So I feel like they won that. I just don't know what direction the Lakers are going. The only thing that I could think of is they're like, LeBron's about to get up out of here. We need another face. We need another young guy that's going to be a star. We could sign him to the max. It won't be the super max, but we could sign him to the max. He's going to be the guy that everybody comes to see, and he'll be the show in LA.